So recently, Nintendo decided it was a good idea to shut down the 3DS and Wii U eShop, so anything you didn't already download on those systems is now permanently inaccessible, and purchases are no longer possible on those systems for the foreseeable future. They announced it more than a year ago, and despite all the negative backlash, they didn't listen and went through with it anyway. Downloading games on the 3DS and Wii U was nice while it lasted, but now everything is lost in the void. It all started when Nintendo shut down Flipnote Atana in 2013, then Miiverse in 2017, then the Wii Shop channel in 2019, and now they took away the ability to purchase games on the 3DS and Wii U eShop. It's already bad enough YouTube took away my main channel's monetization a year ago because of their nonsensical reuse content policy. Then I had my grandfather die 3 weeks before Christmas, and now this happens. Honestly, how much more can you take from me? To make matters worse, Nintendo will continue to drip feed classic games on Nintendo Switch Online at a snail's pace. They're just really so insistent that the future of classic gaming must be on a paid subscription service that you constantly had to keep paying for just to play games online. And you can't own the classic games anymore. Nintendo even removed this from their FAQ in an attempt to sweep it under the rug, saying, "We currently have no plans to offer classic content in other ways, and also don't pirate our games." Nintendo is so lacking in self-awareness that the rise in piracy is all their fault, because they constantly refuse to give us a legal alternative. Nintendo, if you despise piracy this much, why don't you give us something that's actually better? Honestly, no video game company has such an aggressive stance against emulation, mods, and even fan games as much as Nintendo does. Fan games, for crying out loud. Nintendo doesn't appreciate the hard work that goes into them, and they send out cease and desist letters and even fine millions of dollars, which those developers never made, if they so much as use their IPs in their games, regardless if they made money off them or not. Because Nintendo controls their IPs with an iron fist and are so overprotective it's draconian. Even Super Mario Bros. For the Commodore 64 was taken down, like Nintendo actually planned on bringing Super Mario Bros. To an 80s computer that hasn't been supported for decades. Has Nintendo just not been the same ever since Iwata's death in 2015? They killed Virtual Console in favor of drip-feeding subscription service that doesn't let you own the classic games anymore while releasing them at a snail's pace. They really think this is better. When will Nintendo realize that what they're doing is only going to promote piracy? By keeping a vast majority of classic games hostage with no legal way to access them, probably for like several years or never. After the 3DS and Wii U eShop closure, I can definitely say that I am pro-retro piracy. If you're not providing those games anymore and refusing to give us a legal alternative that's better than piracy, then piracy is perfectly justifiable. Sorry, Nintendo, but it's for your own good. Piracy is literally the only way we can preserve video games, and Nintendo actively goes out of their way fighting against it. Well, we won't stop until we get what we deserve, even if it takes forever!